Give me a legendary. Something crazy. Gory. Ooh! Oh man. It's a 10 times. What's up guys, Erroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video we're going to be going over shard pulls. We're going to summon and summon and summon as many champions as we can. Obviously we've got the Vlad fragment summon event going on, and right now it's not this one, it's the events. We do have the summon rush going on, so 3,500 fragments is needed right now. Not really free to play, beginner friendly, more like a mid game type, so probably like 60 days in possibly. You could do it if you're a low spender really early game, but I don't think that this right here 3,500 is going to be truly beginner level friendly. So like if you just start an account and you don't spend any money and put any money into the account at all, you probably won't get Vlad, which is unfortunate. But if you do spend a little bit of money and you're a beginner account and you play it consistently, or you utilize different systems that helps play the game for you, you might actually get Vlad pretty easily. So this is probably going to be the biggest summon that I've ever personally done. I will be summoning all of my shards that I have, pulling all of my shards I mean, for summoning champions. And the reason being is because of how many points they're worth each. So ancients are only worth 20 each, voids are 120 each, and sacreds are 500 each. So that's going to be exciting. I do like Vlad, you know, he's okay. I wouldn't say he's really like insane as a champion. He's got a nice aesthetic going on. I like the cape, the gargoyles on his shoulders are really cool. You know, he does have sort of he feels like he's for a faction war for undead hordes. He's also good in arena as like a niche arena role, so specifically for arena when he attacks all enemies and steals turn meter, that's huge. Especially from the Bannerlord, Sacred Order, and High Elf, because you're going up against Arbiters consistently, or Lysandras in High Gold. In Gold 4, just in general, pretty much every team you face is going to be an Arbiter. So putting in Vlad the Nightborn is going to be massive, especially if you can make him go really fast. He has a pretty decent base speed to begin with, and I think it's actually higher than that, than 100. I think his base speed is like 105 or something like that. Let's take a peek. So Vlad, yeah, 105 speed, so you can actually make him go pretty fast, and then you want to make him have a lot of accuracy. Now I wish that some of his moves synergize better with Constantine, other than just this move right here, which is the Revive on Death for Constantine. I wish that Vlad was a little bit stronger in that regard, but you know, it is what it is. Crit rate in arena battles is okay for more like beginner to mid game players. I don't really see many players in high gold use crit rate in arena, because the arena is all about speed. So this guy would have been a lot better, not mental, but a lot better if he had speed for an aura in arena, or speed in all battles, maybe like 20% or 25%. That would have been awesome. You know, it would have also been cool if maybe one of his abilities, maybe this one here, you could place these items at 100% or just can't be resisted. If both debuffs are placed, places a perfect veil. Here's another thing is, you know, perfect veil should just be placed on him regardless. He's a void legendary champion. They're supposed to be the hardest champions to get in the game. And I will say that this champion, you know, this champion is pretty difficult to get. But without further ado, I am going to go ahead and pull shards. I'm hoping for some legendaries. We do have 10 times chance to get all these wonderful champions here. I wouldn't mind getting an Ethos, but I would prefer a Sifi or a Necrit, honestly. I don't have any of these three champions. I don't have Candy, I don't have Brachus, and I don't have this guy here, Gentoro. I don't really care about getting Gentoro, to be honest with you, because Shadowkin's not opening for a while. Brachus would be cool for Skinwalkers, because I still haven't beaten the faction. And then we've got Candrafon. I haven't beaten Demon Spawn yet, so Candrafon would actually be a pretty good champion for me. I don't have Anax, but I don't want him because I've already beaten Undead Hordes. Seeker, even though I've beaten Undead Hordes, he's actually a really good champion, so I wouldn't mind a Seeker. He can be put into my clan boss or my arena team would be nice too. And then Gala Longbraids would be massive for my dwarf crypt because I'm struggling a little bit on my dwarfs as well. Whisper, I mean, she's kind of niche. She's very good in clan boss. I personally wouldn't suggest using her in Knight's Revenant unless this is the best champion you have, or one of the better champions you have for Faction Wars. But again, wouldn't typically utilize her unless you're struggling. Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to start pulling shards. I'm going to start off with a couple pulls of the Ancients, see how we do. Now it is a 10 times chance to get champions. It's not a 2 times on any of these shards, so the chances of getting a legendary are very slim. But why not? I mean, you might as well pull them now because the Fragment Summon event's going on, and if you really want Vlad, this is the time to do it. Hellboy and Sprite. She was actually used in comps that are like insane with Brogni. I believe it's Brogni, or one of the champions that's a dwarf that does a shield that's really big, and she helps extend the buffs. Alright, so far not so much going on, just a few rares for food, especially for the champion training event that's going on right now. The champion training is about 9,000 points to get Vlad, which is really far down, another not really so free-to-play friendly situation going on, because you've got that going on as well as Fire Knight going on too, and I think in Fire Knight you need about 2,500 points to get the 5 Vlad fragments, I believe it is. So I've used 7, they're all rares, and a couple of them were honestly dupe rares. Some of those rares that are dupes, yes, the dupe system is coming out, but I don't really think I care too much about most of those rares. There's only specific rares that I really want to build duplicates of, but I'm sure you can build a crazy rare champion. Alright, we're going to do one Void. Hopefully we can get a Void Legendary for once. No. Just another Paragon to add to the collection. I wonder if you can make the craziest Paragon ever if you just build a bunch of them. So crazy, I still haven't gotten a Void Legendary on this account. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay, this is a good champion. This is a very, very good champion. Geomancer. Okay, this is a good pull. I mean, this is the guy that is like insane or incredible in Clan Boss, and he can help me in my Dwarfs faction. He could probably help me get through it. He has ally HP in all battles, fully depletes turn meter. This is an amazing move right here with depleting turn meter and placing HP burn and weaken for 3 turns. I mean, this guy's pretty nuts, to be honest with you. Alright, I'm going to do a couple of 10 pulls here. I still have a decent amount of space left. Come on. I'm looking for a legendary. Duck the Pierce. I don't have him yet. He's a good champion. So, Duck the Pierced. He's got attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Decrease accuracy. That's actually good. Attack all enemies, decrease defense, and decrease attack. So I might actually end up building him and using him in more of my dungeons as compared to like a Madame Ceres, because Madame Ceres does a decreased defense and decreased attack, but she also strips champions, but she's better for arena. Now Duck the Pierce would be better for like Fire Knight, honestly, or Ice Golem, things like that, where he can put decrease attack, decrease defense, and he's a defense-based champion, so he does damage off defense, and he does reflect damage on, I think it's on this champion, and an unkillable buff on this champion, which is pretty crazy. That's actually a very good move. Places a provoke on 1 enemy as well. 75% chance of provoke debuff for 1 turn on 2 random enemies. So that's actually a good move, and it's every 4 turns, so he's provoking and then defense and faction crypt. So he would be good for my Orcs faction crypt as well. I need a consistent defense down and attack down for that crypt. So we'll keep going. Come on, give me a legendary. Something crazy. Gory. Ooh! Oh man, it's a 10 times. You're kidding me. A rosin Scarhide. 2 rosins. I mean, I guess he's good. I can use him in my Lizardman crypt. That's nice, but... oh man. Like, as a free-to-play player, it just really hurts when you get duplicate legendaries like that. Especially when you fused them. Well, let's see what Gory does. Oh, he's a Shadowkin, okay. Dude, his sword is massive. This guy looks pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Attack-based champion. So sometimes I just build champions just because they look cool. And this guy looks really cool. Let's see what we've got. Attacks one enemy 2 times, places an extra hit if the target's under freeze, heals this champion by 10% of the damage. Okay, that's not bad. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 75% chance of placing a freeze, booked up to 100%. On a 3-turn cooldown is pretty good. Attacks one enemy, ignores increased defense and shield buffs. Okay. Will ignore 50% of the target's defense if they are under freeze. That's not bad. Places a counterattack buff and a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns if they kill an enemy. If this kills an enemy. Okay, every 3 turns. So Frostbreaker seems like a heavy ability. Counterattacks with the Cold Comfort, which is his A1. Whenever an enemy places a stun, sleep, freeze, provoke, fear, or true fear on an ally. Now that's actually really good. I like this champion on the Shadowkin. My Shadowkin's pretty stacked, so when it comes out, I think I'll do well. I'm just a little bit sad that I got Rosin Scarhide. Oh man. I mean, the dupe system's coming out, so that's nice, but it's just kind of irritating. Pulling. I don't even have that many legendaries that I've pulled on my account, so that's kind of sad. Now we're going to get a bunch of rares. Rare taxes like crazy. Come on, something good. Give me something I don't have, which is pretty much anything other than the fusion champions. You know, last time I pulled legendaries, I pulled a Drexthar, I pulled a Tila Gormain, a duplicate Tila Gormain, and now I pull a duplicate Rosin. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this Sacred Shard, and then I'll make some room and I'll come back and pull the rest of my Ancient Shards. Come on. Come on. No. This is my 3rd Mave. Yeah, the duplicates are kind of crazy. So I did get a couple of new champions, which is nice. Let's see where I'm at in my events. Okay. I'm doing okay on my events. I still have a lot of points to go. 1,400 points to go for 3,500. So I will have to pull my mystery shards. So I'm going to go ahead and make some room and I'll be right back. I am back, so I'm going to go ahead and do my final 10 pull here. I'm really hoping for another legendary if I can get it. Getting Rosin, I mean, it's good. I can do a double Rosin in my Lizardmen. It's going to help me, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. Come on. Chinoru, I've pulled 3. Come on, come on, come on. Suzerain Katten. Suzerain, isn't he not really that good? Didn't I pull him last time? Is this another dupe? Wait a minute. Is this guy good? Attacks all enemies, 35%. And I keep getting undead hordes. What's with that? I'm happy that I got 2 legendaries this go around. Just surprised with all the undeads. Ooh, okay. This'll be good. This'll be good. Suzerain, I didn't realize he had this. Attacks all enemies, 50% chance of placing a weaken. Places a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns if the weaken debuff is... Oh, come on. See, that's silly. Just give him decreased defense and weaken at that point. He does have an AoE on all of his abilities though. Remove shield, block damage, unkillable from all enemies. It's just that he's kind of niche in his role because it's like, where do you want him to play? Do you want him to play here? Do you want to play there? I don't see suzerains anywhere in Arena, like ever. I'm sure you can utilize him in some dungeons, but he's an attack-based champion. Attack in all battles, 33%. I mean, honestly, I'd probably utilize him mainly in like Spider, where he could do decreased defense if the weaken doesn't go out. So you kind of want to build him with no accuracy. Heal reduction doesn't work on Spider, so that wouldn't really matter. Decreased speed does matter. So his kit's kind of weird. Not sure how I feel about that kit. Let me see what I've got for new champions. I mean, I did get 2 legendaries, so I can't be fussed about pulling 2 legendaries and 60 shards. Just wasn't the legendaries I was expecting. Especially Dupe Rosin. So right now I don't have any legendary dwarves besides the Fusion Herndig. And Brogni is of course, the Fusion as well. I couldn't get that. But I did get Geomancer, so he's a very, very good champion. I will build out Geomancer. I'll build him out for my faction crypt, and I'll build him out for clan boss. Let's see what else we've got here. So Suzerain. So for some reason, I just keep getting undead hordes. You know what would have been really nice? I would have been super stoked for Rhodos. But my last pull, I pulled Crypt King Grawl, and I also pulled Scartorsus. And these are 2 pretty good champions. I would say Crypt King Grawl is much better than Scartorsus. But then Suzerain, I feel like both of them are like the same. Okay, that's why I thought I pulled him already, because they look like brothers. I feel like Suzerain, Catan should have some passive ability if they're placed together on the same team or something, but it is what it is. But hey, I'm pretty stoked. I got a couple legendaries. There's not much more I can ask for. Just got the legendaries in the faction that I don't need to complete. And then for orcs, we got Duke the Pierced. So he's going to help me out with my orc faction crypt. I'm going to have to build him out as soon as possible. So I got some decent pulls. I mean, I got King Garog a while back and then Tila a while back. King Garog did get a buff, so I'm actually going to start utilizing him more in the faction crypt as well. So, hey, there you have it. Guys, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribing is going to really help the channel, help me create more content like this for you, the viewer. And if there's anything that you guys are interested in watching, please leave a comment down below. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.